little nerdy secret.
Fibonacci, Genetic, Jams Joys, Outrageous, Category, Johnny Demonic, Sam Antics, and Fighting Girlfriend.
If you are joining us here on the live stream chat, let us know you're here. Give us a pulse. Give us a hello. Tell us you're excited for Derby, because we sure are.
We sure are. I'm excited to see these two teams. I watched them both play yesterday. Got to announce for Cherry City yesterday. Was very pleased to see how well they played. Loved watching Sac play. It was wonderful, exciting Derby, and I'm really excited to see. I'm just really excited, but also excited to see what this game has in store.
Just really excited.
Oh my goodness. And caffeinated. I'm also caffeinated.
Caffeination helps.
Yes.
Speaking of caffeination, I had the honor of going to Brick Road Coffee this morning.
Oh, yeah?
10 out of 10. 10s across the board.
Oh,
Highly
yeah.
recommend.
Lovely. Brick Road Coffee, our Power Jam sponsor, so in the future you'll hear us say that quite a lot, and we recommend it. On that Night Owl Jam line, we've got Swifty for Sac and Lemony Stitches for Cherry City to get us started.
Both of these teams respectively being the winners in their last games, coming together for the constellation game as Swifty swiftly takes lead jammer for Sacramento.
Oh, big apex jump attempt there by Swifty. Was not successful. Going to recycle back behind the pack.
Lemony Stitches looking to make it out on initial. Swifty out on a scoring pass and puts the first 4 points on the board for Sacramento.
Lemony Stitches not having a whole lot of luck, but finally finds a path through. Clear on the initial. There's the call off from Swifty with 4 more points on the board. 8 points for Sacramento, none for Cherry City in that jam.
There we go. We got the chat up and awake now. Some special love there going out to Fibonacci, one of our officials, as well as some Big Sac supporters. Big Sac.
We've also got some love for Lemony Stitches out there as our jammers line up on the Night Owl jam line. Oh, false start there. We got to wait just a second longer.
Ooh, look
Dance
at that
party.
dance move.
That Sacramento Jammo's got the groove there. Oh, and some love on that jam line, that Night Oil jam line. We do love to see some good sportspersonship.
We've definitely seen it this weekend.
Absolutely.
Lots of people checking each other out, making sure everybody's safe, everybody's well, and then going back to it. It's almost like the Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Yes.
You know, they're at each other, and then at the end of the cartoon, they're just like, yeah, okay, we're good. Clock out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're done. Okay. We can go have a after party together. Speaking of after parties, after our championship game tonight, meet us at Night Owl, our jam line sponsor, for our official after party for Cactus Cup 2026.
I've been told by our fantastic producer and locale expertise that they have a wonderful strawberry salad and late night pizza to boot.
Late night pizza. And the fries apparently are the garlic fries in particular, banging.
Oh my goodness, sounds amazing.
It really does. And they're going to be open until they're open till midnight, so it's going to be a good long after party tonight. And they're open till 1 a.m. on weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, if you're interested on another day.
Midnight on Sundays, you know, we gotta close up early for one of those days.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you got work in the morning.
Some people do.
Allegedly.
I'm on spring break.
Ooh, lucky you, teacher. Well, yeah, fancy. Yeah, my kid doesn't get spring break for another week.
Well, yeah. I would say I'm sad for them, but I'm not. Special shout out to Rhodes Haircut. Looks like Tat Mama 112 says, love the haircut, Rhodes. Looking so fresh and so clean.
Woohoo! All right, that whistle brings us back to the action on that Night Owl jam line. Who have we got?
We have Allison jamming for Sacramento up against Slade Marion.
Whistle rains down. Someone's getting a penalty.
We do have a cut going to Cherry City, making this our first power jam. That is a Brick Road Coffee power jam in favor of Sacramento as Slade Marion takes a trip to the Lookout Publications penalty box. Allison making it out with lead jammer status for Sacramento, and we do have a forearm being assessed there by 515. That's Alley Cat going to the Lookout Publications penalty box.
And Lookout Publications penalty box being a little popular with the Cherry City folks early on, as Allison puts up 4 more points for Sacramento.
Sacramento has the lead. Sacramento has the advantage. Sacramento has all the points so far this jam and this game.
Cherry City does have plenty of time to turn that around, of course.
Oh, there's plenty of time, Henny.
All the time in the world.
We got all the time.
You got to find a break like that to get right through. Slade Marion threw on the initial.
Allison calling it off, but not first before taking 12 points back to the bench for Sacramento. Score is now 20-0. If you're just joining us, Sacramento is playing in the lovely royal blue up against Cherry City's bright and vibrant white.
Very nice. Very descriptive as well.
I was told by another announcer that people appreciate that when they're on the stream coming in. They don't know who's playing what, so it's important to say.
Absolutely. No, you're 100% correct on that one. And who's playing right now? We've got Forecloser jamming for Sacramento and Noodly Soup jamming for Cherry City.
Noodly, noodly, noodly soup.
I wonder if they're a Pastafarian.
Wah, wah.
But Forecloser out first as lead jammer. Noodly Soup about a quarter track behind. We're going to love to see a good jammer foot race here.
Picking up speed. The pack is in the second straightaway. Forecloser calling it off. Looking to see if we get any points for that attempt. And no, not this time. Just a tester.
Just a tester. Just to see. Dip the toe in the water, see if we like it.
There's a soup lover in the chat. Texas, a.k.a. Christy, says, "Go Soup, I love you." I love soup, too.
I love soup. Lined up on the pivot line has the pack happen. Night Owl jam lines occupied by Merle Hazard and Poison Grace.
Merle taking a trip to the outside, crosses the track, but meets Cherry City right in the middle of the pack as Poison Grace gets out with lead jam.
Merle Hazard still trying hard to get in through the back of the pack, being cycled well back beyond 10 feet there.
I believe that's Mini Mart working in that tripod to hold Merle Hazard at bay.
I think you're right there.
25, Titan Young.
Uh-huh. And, of course, getting a little help from Rhodes Warrior as Poison Grace puts up 4 more points for Cherry City. That's the first score for Cherry City.
And we do have our official first star pass to Mo Dirt. Jam is, however, called off before Mo Dirt could put on more points. Mo points, rather, for Sacramento. 4 points, and as I say it, 2 more, 6 points total for Cherry City in that jam.
As we roll up to that Night Owl jam line, let's take a look at the score. We've got Sacramento in blue, as you said, with 20. Cherry City with 6. They're wearing white with red stars on their helmets.
Only the jammer with red stars.
Only the jammer, of course, yes.
That would be crazy if they all had stars.
It's all a guessing game. Which one's the jammer? Which one?
Mobile Morgue on the track for Sacramento up against Ragnaroxy.
That's a very alliterative thing. We got Mobile Morgue and Ragnaroxy.
All the alliteration. Rose Villain taking a trip to the lookout penalty box for Sacramento as Ragnaroxy takes the lead jammer status.
Oh, it's a Brick Road Coffee House power jam as Mobile Morgue taking a seat in that Lookout Publications penalty box.
Absolutely. Ragnaroxy putting those points on the board for Cherry City. 4 points so far in Jam 5.
Ragnaroxy getting pushed to the outside. Going to cycle back well behind Sacramento blocker Jelly.
Jelly.
And
must be jelly because Jam don't shake.
Oh. Very nice. Very nice. Ragnaroxy calls off the jam, icing Mobile Morgue in the box. So we will have a power start for the next jam.
Tiny little power start.
Just a smidge. But it does give Cherry City a bit of an advantage to capitalize on.
All advantage or something.
Take something, yeah.
20 points to 11 in favor of Sacramento as we go into Jam 6.
Jamming unopposed currently, Lemony Stitches, and takes lead jammer. Lemony Stitches, a prolific jammer for Cherry City. Watched her play yesterday. Very quick and jukey jammer.
Tiny Tink taking a trip to the Lookout Publications penalty box. Mobile Morgue out in those signature business slacks.
Business slacks, exactly.
They mean business.
Oh, yes. And the call off by Cherry City, but not before scoring 4 points and putting them on the board, bringing us within 5 points of Sacramento's 20.
Absolutely. Chat is saying, oh, there's a Rolene announcer lover. Thank you. Thank you, Shabruzi.
Wonderful.
And shout outs to Grace and Roxy and Jelly. And oh, Heine says, good one. Lots of cherries being sent and blue and white hearts and lemons. And let's go. Let's go indeed. Swifty back on the Night Owl Jam line for Sacramento up against Slade Marion.
And Swifty's out in front as lead jammer. Slade Marion got recycled to the rear of the pack just before the jam line.
Slade Marion getting out on initial with start in hand as Swifty slides and glides through that pack and gains 4 points for Sacramento.
Swifty was forced to call off the jam before
Slade Marion could get
you.
in. Yeah, no worries.
I got a minor distraction and it got to me. My ADHD brain zoned in on something wrong.
Texas, a.k.a. Christy, says, this chat be festive. I agree. There's lots of fruit in the chat. We got cherries and lemons.
Hearts.
Yeah, I love it.
Hearts aren't fruit,
It's a
but
party.
they're cool.
Sacramento sitting at 24, Cherry City 15 as we go into Jam 8, bringing us Allison and Noodly Soup back to the Night Owl Jam line.
Noodly Soup getting taken to the outside, but not out of bounds, and Noodly Soup takes lead jammer.
Noodly Soup.
Noodly Soup. I wonder if they're star noodles or are they shaped noodles?
Ooh,
Because that's special.
they are special. Allison looking to make it through on initial, start in hand. Getting some support there by Myth America as Noodly Soup puts 4 on the board for Cherry City. Ooh, a little sneaky do-si-do there with the star pass. Allison makes it through on initial, puts star back on.
The call off by Noodly Soup, strategically keeping Allison from scoring any points. This is going to be the story of the game, I imagine. Let's get lead, let's get our points, let's hit it, let's quit it, let's call it good.
People be screaming in the chat, go Soup.
Yes, that's Texas, a.k.a. Christy.
Go Soup, go Soup. Oh my goodness gracious, 24-20 in favor of Sacramento. Yeah, we are going into Jam 9 and everyone is just at the edge of their seats.
You can feel the tension here in the arena, or in the, whatever you would call the space.
For closer, jamming for Sacramento, Poison Grace for Cherry City. And oh, Poison Grace taking a trip to the Lookout Publications penalty box, making this a Brick Road Coffee power jam in favor of Sac.
Forecloser takes a tumble, hops right back up, literally rolled over, and back into the fray. Getting some help there by Mobile Morgue, or sorry, that's Rhodes Warrior. Rhodes Warrior pushing the Cherry City blockers all around, trying to make a space for Forecloser.
The Lookout Publications penalty box now empty as I say it. However, that whistle tells us that, oh no, it is going to be a double power jam in favor of Sacramento. Poison Grace going back to the Lookout Publications penalty box.
Forecloser coming around. Still looking for lead jammer.
And there we go.
There's
That
the
took
call off.
over a minute and 15 seconds there to get lead. Calls it off, says
I'm good.
location ain't right for this one.
No.
We're not closing anything. Not this time, not today. Try again.
So we're starting off with a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam. On that Night Owl Jam line, I see Swifty.
Well, somebody is in love with Swifty in the chat. It says, "Yo, Swifty, I am in love with her."
I love that. Swifty off to the races.
And Swifty out with lead jammer status for Sacramento. Power Jam still in play. And as I say it,
Power
the
Jam
end.
over. Swifty straight into a solid wall of Cherry City blockers. Bounces off, bounces back, and off to the races once more. Gets knocked to the outside line. But getting called for a track cut. And going to take a seat in that Lookout Power Publications penalty box. We've got a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam in favor of Poison Grace and Cherry City.
This will be a 2-minute jam as Swifty has lost lead.
The first 2-minute jam of the game.
First 2-minute jam of the game.
That's one stat I can keep track of. The first of something I can keep track of. Everything else goes to our statistician, Mecca. She takes care of everything for us.
I'm watching Ally Cat and both Mo Dirt recycling quite a bit in this jam. Fantastic track awareness. Alley Cat making sure that the recycle doesn't go too far back to help Poison Grace out. Myth America with eyes on Poison Grace as Swifty re-enters the pack. Swifty going to the inside with a hop, skip, and a jump and makes it through with 4 points.
I see Go Ellie and CJ in the chat by Nazgul Nerd 99.
Pack stretching to its distance. To its limits.
There we
That's
go.
the word I'm looking for. 20 seconds left in this full 2-minute jam. So far, 8 points on the board for Sac, 4 for Cherry City.
Swifty trying to hop the apex there. Did not quite make it. It's going to recycle back to the back of the pack once more. Poison Grace pushing hard on a now 2 wall at the head of the pack.
That's Myth America and Mo Dirt.
I am loving watching Myth America's blocking skills. It is nigh on mythical, actually.
Anorexic helping to build that final bridge as the jam comes to its natural conclusion. Are we in the circus, or is there's some juggling happening down below?
Oh, goodness.
I love this.
Ooh, entertaining.
Yeah.
Entertainment with your entertainment.
I know. I was going to say, just layers here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 36-28 in favor of Sacramento as we go into Jam 10.
Night Owl Jam line is
Jam
occupied
11.
by Merle Hazard and Ragnar Roxy. Jam live, as you say. And Merle Hazard hops around almost a little straightaway jump in the inside or on the outside and takes lead jammer.
Spartafish in the chat says, "Let's go Sacramento."
I love it. I love that the chat is lively. I love keeping the chat lively because it's wonderful to have the folks that are not in the arena with us feeling that energy and love.
And I love the people here, lively here.
Yes,
live.
exactly. Let's do this. Let's do
Merle
this.
Hazard putting 4 points on the board for Sacramento. Ragnaroxy still looking to make it through on initial. Ragnarok meeting Khan at the top of the pack.
Alley Cat took out Merle Hazard and she had to recycle back to the rear of the pack.
Rose Villain working with Rhodes Warrior to begin to bridge.
No pack,
Rhodes-
so they're going to have to let Ragnar Roxy go.
Yep, I'm going to have to let it go. Rhodes calling Rosie Villain back to the middle of the pack to put on some defense rather. 6 points put on the board for Sacramento.
All right, so we're starting to see a point spread here, 42-28. Not a huge point spread, but definitely starting to see a bit more of a pattern.
$14 minutes left on the jam clock in the first half of this game as we go into Jam 12. Allison back on the Night Owl Jam line up against Lemony Stitches for Cherry City. Allison sneaking out of the pack with a hop skip and a how do you do by Alley Cat there from Cherry City.
That is 4 in a row for Allison there. For Sacramento, excuse me.
Lemony Stitches out on initial.
The call off by Sacramento's Allison will prevent Lemony Stitches from scoring. That was some speed there. Blinken, you missed that jam.
Chat is saying we got dancing ladies and go 8 wheels. Oh, special shout out to the announcers. Thanks, Godzilla. We are rocking it. Chase him down, Flossie. Beautiful offense from Rhodes and lots of pointing up fingers.
Yes.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Great time out.
What kind of timeout?
It's a team timeout. A team timeout, Mecca. Great time to let you know that one of our event sponsors of the 2026 Cactus Cups happens to be RollerCon. If you love roller skating, you know that magic happens when roller derby, park, and roller skaters of all disciplines come together. Join us at RollerCon 2026 at the Expo Center in Vegas, and you can enter to win a RollerCon MVP pass at the Cactus Cup online raffle. That is right, it is an online raffle, so get in on it.
Now's also a good time to tell you about Changing Hands Bookstore. Changing Hands Bookstore operates as a community-focused independent hub in Arizona since 1974, aiming to connect people through books, ideas, events, while fostering a welcoming, socially responsible space. That's Changing Hands Bookstore.
Now, if you're looking at the track and you notice that McWinkle is wearing a fedora, it is in honor of Amy Farrell Fowler's birthday. Happy birthday, Amy Farrell Fowler.
I see those fancy slacks on the line, so we've got Mobile Morgue on that Night Owl Jam line. Means business. Going up against Slade Mary. We got Mobile Morgue, Slade Mary, and someone's going to have a murder on the jam line.
The chat is saying looking for some murder. So it's definitely a deathly jam going into Jam 13. Ooh, spooky, Jam 13.
Ooh, and it's all death on the jammers.
And it was just 13 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Slade Marion with the lead. Mobile Morgue with one jammer left. That's 2-9. Flossie. Recycling. Mobile Morgue back. However, Mobile Morgue actually has the lead. Ooh. Jam
that was complicated.
Is called off. That was like blink and you'd miss it. We're counting our fingers here, and hopefully our toes are intact. 2 points on the board for Cherry City. Score is 46-30 in favor of SAC.
It is.
And now the chat is shouting out McWinkle's fit, looking sharp out there.
Yeah, McWinkle does look awfully sharp. I did compliment McWinkle myself earlier today.
Sharp eyes and sharp threads. Swifty on the Night Owl Jam line up against Noodly Soup.
Swifty says no soup. Oh, no soup for Swifty as Swifty takes a
no soup for you.
No soup for Swifty. Taking a seat in our Lookout Publications penalty box for a track cut. Noodly Soup, however, bringing home soup for my family.
And it is a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam for Noodle.
This is going to be a 2-minute jam because Swifty was
jam.
declared lead before being called on the cut.
So we get a full 2 minutes of Noodly Soup here.
Oh my goodness. Equipment falling off of things.
I've heard of 3-minute soup, but I don't know if I've heard of 2-minute soup.
It might be underdone. Maybe the noodles will be chewy.
That's very fast, instant soup. A bit of a blocker hug here on the second straightaway.
That's one way to say it.
Noodly looking to make it out, pushing the pack forward and getting a bit of a whip there by Alley Cat. However, yes, both Alley Cat and Noodly Soup are recycled back. Jelly now keeping eyes on Noodly Soup as Swifty re-enters the pack and slides through on the inside, gaining 4 points for Sacramento.
Noodly Soup pushing hard against Jelly. Let's see who else I see. Oh, they're moving so fast. Mo Dirt's in there.
Noodly Soup showing us the speed, getting out with 4 points for Cherry City. 14 seconds left in this full 2-minute jam.
Noodly Soup trying the inside, getting taken out. Going to recycle back behind number 143.
Oh, we have some
Cinder Blocker.
jammers coming out for the Lookout Publications penalty box. Blockers, looking for vengeance. I saw Myth America there just getting real low, real sneaky right behind. However, the jam comes to its natural conclusion, both teams gaining 8 points. Gen Pop says, "Dirt, you are my hero." So exciting. Yes, Seinfeld reference. I'm showing my age a bit, and I'm glad I'm making you laugh. Allison on the Night Owl Jam line for Sacramento up against Poison Grace.
And Allison took lead jammer. Allison coming around looking for points. Allison with a little hop there, 4 points there.
Poison Grace still looking to make it out on initial. And does, as Allison re-enters the pack for an additional 4 points.
So that was 8 points there for Allison. No points for Cherry City, bringing our point total 62-38 in favor of Sacramento.
First half is now at 8 minutes and 50 seconds as I say it.
Brilliant.
As we go into 16, Jam 16.
This has gone awfully quickly.
We are flying.
It's not literally.
Well,
They
I
don't-
mean,
I
that
mean,
would be cool, but
that
no.
would be cool, yeah. not
Derby
really.
Airways in the air.
Ooh,
Be a bit wild.
it'd be wild.
Merle Hazard on the Night Owl Jam line for Sacramento up against Lemony Stitches. And Lemony Stitches with a track cut, making Merle Hazard the lead jammer of this jam in a Brick Road Coffee House Power Jam. Pew, pew, pew. Merle coming through on a scoring pass, being met at the top by Alley Cat, and that's CJ Crusher. CJ Crusher saying, "You shall not pass!"
We got, sorry, we got Tiny Tank headed to the penalty box. The Lookout Publications penalty box now occupied by Tiny Tank.
Tiny Tank.
Brick Road Coffee House Power Jam now over as Lemony returns.
Lemony getting through on an additional scoring pass. Calculating the points there, I do believe it's going to be 8. Bringing the score for Sacramento to 70 to Cherry City's 38.
So if you're in-house, the Cactus Cup stickers, go to the merch booth. Get them while they last. They are running out.
What?
Again, if you're in-house, get you some Cactus Cup stickers.
Those are some cute stickers.
While you're at the merch booth, get you some raffle tickets. This one you must be present to win, so in-house only, okay?
So we do have some in-house raffles. We have some outhouse raffles. No, online. No outhouse raffles.
Not outhouse raffles. That would
No.
never
That'd
mind.
be-
I'm going to keep that to myself.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting raffle. This official timeout brought to you by our fantastic sponsors, including
Proof Bread. At Proof, we believe bread is more than food. It's nourishment of connections, memory, and craft. Proof is a rebellion in which old world techniques meet modern community to battle modern day apathy and awaken the human spirit one crumb at a time.
sounds delicious.
You know, they had me at bread.
For sure. Bread is life.
Speaking of tasty, tasty things, in-house we've got Braven Bar. Braven Bar is an energy bar that has everything you need, nothing that you don't, for the defiant, for the brave. Braven Bar.
And if you're looking for some sweet indulgence, we do have an amazing little bakery here. I think it's Pretty Girl Bakery.
It is Pretty Girl Bakery.
Delicious. Check them out.
Holy
Meanwhile, Slade Marion taking lead jammer status for Cherry City up against Merle Hazard for Sacramento. However, this will be a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam in favor of Cherry City.
And there's 4 more points for Cherry City, courtesy of Slade Marion. Whoa. Slade Marion comes in hot, meets a blocker and finds the floor, calls it, strategically freezing Merle Hazard in the box. The Lookout Publications penalty box will be occupado just a little bit longer.
Absolutely, giving Cherry City an advantage going into Jam 18 with a power start.
And 1 blocker down for Sacramento. Oh, well, the pivot's still,
A blocker also down for, Cherry. We're sharing.
We're sharing the love here. So we've got Poison Grace jamming for Cherry City. Merle Hazard once more coming out of the penalty box for Sacramento, Cherry City's Poison Grace takes the lead.
And Merle Hazard takes additional trip back to the Lookout Publications penalty box, making this once again another Brick Road Coffee Power Jam for Cherry City. This is poising Cherry City perfectly for a bit of a comeback here, as we have 5 minutes and a half left in the first half.
That's
4
right.
points so far.
It'll be interesting to see after this next 5 minutes how Cherry City adjusts in the second half. I saw them change their strategy completely at the halftime.
I've seen second half teams for sure. That's legit. Meanwhile, Poison Grace calling off the jam, racking an additional 2 points that lap, bringing 6 points total to Cherry City. Sacramento sitting at 70. Going into Jam 19, we have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left on the first clock.
Jamming for Cherry City, Lemony's Stitches. Oh, team timeout brought to you by our sponsor, 187. 187 killer pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best. 187 killer pads worn by the most pros in the world. If you skate, you know why.
And that Pretty Girls Bakery is in-house today. It's your go-to for jumbo gourmet cookies, moist cakes, decadent brownies, and a variety of other sweets, treats. Whether it's an event or personal indulgence, they can help you find the pretty in every pastry. Pretty Girls Bakery. Did you try one of theirs?
Holy smokes.
Oh my goodness. I had one of their Bischoff cookie, butter, cookie, bomb, jumbo cookie things.
Oh God, it
delicious.
Was, yeah, those looked really good, but I had myself a very simple, straightforward Rice Krispie treat. I didn't think you could improve on those, but it was actually better than I remembered.
I love that.
Oh yeah, it was like, wow, what did you do? I don't want to know.
They made it pretty.
Trade secrets. It's pretty.
It's pretty. It's
also
pretty delicious.
Also here in house, don't forget to check out Oh My Quad, run by Joya Destroy and Holly Ween.
Oh my quad.
Oh my quad. So. Lemony Stitches on the line for Cherry City. Merle Hazard jamming for Sacramento.
And that's Lemony Stitches with the lead. Merle Hazard looking to make it out with initial.
Lemony Stitches coming around to that Night Owl jam line.
Merle pushing the pack forward and gets out on initial as Lemony enters the pack looking for points.
You know, this is Merle Hazard's third jam in a row. It would stand to reason that the things might be looking a little tough for Merle right this moment. But adjustments can be made.
I mean, it looks a little tough, but they make it look great because
they
2
do.
points put on the board for Sacramento there.
Totally.
72 to 51 as we go into Jam 20. An official timeout.
Official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by our official sponsor, 888. The certified sweat saver from 888 delivers top-tier safety, unmatched fit, and pro-level protection for derby, vert, and everything in between. Developed, tested, and trusted by the best. Try one for yourself. That's a 888.
And here in-house, we have De La Luz Vintage. Earth Cowboys and De La Luz Vintage are offering live patchwork where you can pick a blank, pick a patch, and watch it get sewn live. I had them make me a shirt yesterday. Flippin' adorable.
Oh, my goodness.
They were so fast with it. So cute. So cute. I can't wait to wear it.
If you're in-house, go check out the merch over in the corner as well. Don't miss the merch. We've got Freight Train over there. We got Cactus Cut merch. Get those stickers while they last.
Amazing.
Amazing.
We also have Green Irish Moon in-house. Green Irish Moon offers handcrafted 1mm leather toe guards and shoelace accessories, custom hand-painted derby persona guards, and personalized options available. Amazingly beautiful work there. Please check it out.
Oh, I didn't mention while you're checking out your merch, get your Baja merch as well. They have some cute shirts.
Absolutely. Fort Closer on the line for Sacramento up against Slade Marion. Slade pushing the pack to its limits and getting lead jammer status.
Fort Closer stuck in the rear of the pack, getting some help from her friends.
Mo Dirt fresh from the penalty box. Oh, we do have a cut going. Looking, assessing. That's 411. That's CJ Crusher going to the Lookout Publications penalty box.
Slade Marion got recycled while CJ Crusher was taking the penalty. 4 points went up for Slade Marion. Foreclosure made it out on the initial, and there is a jammer foot race to the back of the pack. Foreclosure blocks Slade Marion out, forces the call off by Slade Marion.
Cherry City had the lead, but Sacramento had the speed on that one for sure.
Definitely. Foreclosure did have a bit of an advantage in speed.
4 points awarded to Cherry City. Score is now 72-58 in favor of Sacramento. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. A little bit of some Derby love in the chat. Love my Derby wife, Shock and Siggy forever. That whistle brings you Jam 21, Ali Sun and Poison Grace starting on the Night Owl Jam line. And Ali Sun now with the lead for Sacramento. Poison Grace getting a bit of a send-off there by Mo Dirt and recycled. Allison, a slip by and 4 points put on the board for Sacramento.
Allison coming into the back of the pack looking for points. Poison Grace still trying to get out, needing to get past Rhodes Warrior.
Rhodes Warrior there working with Myth America. Poison Grace, though, successfully getting out on initial.
CJ Crusher headed back to the Lookout Publications penalty box for a directional call. 4 additional points went up for Sacramento, making that total 8, and their grand total 80 to Cherry City's 58 with 1 minute 30 seconds as I speak in the half.
Going into Jam 22, everyone taking a bit of a breather. And we are off. Swifty on the Night Owl Jam line up against Lemony Stitches. And Swifty swiftly out of the pack. Lemony out on initial. We have Khan going to the box for Sacramento. Swifty, gets 4 points as a forearm is assessed to Alley Cat on Cherry City.
Okay, that is fine. Lemony Stitches headed to the penalty box for a track cut call. We're unable to call that, so a jammer and a pivot in our Lookout penalty box.
This is going to make another Brick Road Coffee Power Jam in favor of Sacramento. Swifty so far with 8 points. And that is, we're looking for that penalty to be assist.
It's going to be a 2-minute jam.
Oh no, Swifty losing the power, the responsibility, and now the lead as Swifty goes to the Brick Road Coffee Power Box. 2-minute jam on the clock. This will be the final jam it's looking like for.
No, she's still skating. This is a little confusing.
Maybe not.
Swifty's still skating, and Lemony Stitches was the one that lost the lead.
All right.
So that Brick Road Coffee Power Jam has ended.
That's my mistake there. Yes, Lemony Stitches back on the track. 25 seconds left in this jam. We do have 12 points so far on the board for Sacramento, 4 points on the board for Cherry City.
Lemony Stitches on the outside with a duck and a dive brings us to the half with
that
4
might
points.
be a little bit of a lemon slice through.
Ooh, a lemon slice,
Yeah,
yes.
slices through.
So we're looking at the half, and yeah, we'll see you back in 15 minutes. Oh, wait, the half has not
We do
been.
have an official review on the track. So, yep, those final whistles there was giving us a moment. So
Yeah.
we'll be back in just a little bit to let you know what this official review is about.
Halftime officially. Thank you to our medics and EMTs for being here and keeping us safe.
Absolutely. We are going to take a bit of a breather, stretch your legs, hydrate, and we'll be back in a few minutes before the second half is to begin. Thank you.
Thank you.
They call it a sport, but we know better. It's a symphony of dedication, grit, and heart. Tuned to one another in a composition of chaos on a stage built for progress. Athlete-driven innovation from the first whistle to the final score. Every hit, every fall, every win, every loss, every team, every season, every body. We've got you covered.
Hi folks, Tui Lion here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job: to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear to be in good condition. 6. Unusual odors. Let's move on to the outer shell and consider your previous impacts. If the helmet has been involved in a significant impact, the EPS foam could be compromised even if no visible damage is apparent. If the strap adjusters, clip, or straps are compromised, your helmet placement might be compromised if you take a fall. Last but not least, if your helmet doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to do its job when you need it most. Your helmet should sit about 1 finger width above your eyebrows and stay put when you're moving around or shaking your head. Visit 888.com to find out about our cutting-edge helmet technology and designs. The most certifications, the latest technology, the best fit. We've got you covered.
Hello, everyone.
The right helmet is super important to me because I'm a big fan of my brain and I want to protect it.
I actually am gonna plug in the new deep cover helmet because it's amazing. That's the one helmet that I feel like I can adjust like perfectly and then I don't have to worry about it.
Your head, your noggin, it's your life. When I play, if I am thinking about the game and not thinking about what I'm wearing, I am on fire.
Our heads are so important, so I think it's really important to have a helmet that fits you. It just feels like nothing's on my head. I feel protected. It's definitely a great helmet. It feels like it was made for me.
This fits my head. I feel really safe in this. I can adjust it on the fly. It also comes in a lot of cool colors.
It feels very snug. I don't know, it's not like a tight helmet, it's like it really like a hug that just has so many fitting arrangements, like it changes everything.
It landed where it needed to land. It protected me at the back of my skull. I just never felt more safe than I did with the deep cover.
The smaller shell size means that my head is not 12 times bigger than it should be. It feels snug, it feels safe. When I tried it on, I was like, this is the greatest helmet of all time. I'm never taking it off.
I think 888 is doing an awesome job listening to the skaters.
They're listening to the athletes and they're listening to the things that make us feel safe.
Hello, and welcome back to Game 15 on the final day of the 2026 Cactus Cup live here in Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Rolene.
I am Rainbow Spite.
And we are being produced by the lovely Mecca. So excited to be here with you. The last half ended pretty spicy.
It did. It ended a little confusingly, to be honest with you.
However, we did confirm the official review was not an official review. There was a bit of a medical situation on the track. All skaters were able to get off the track, though, standing up. And we are ready. We're ready for the second half. So tell me what happened a bit in the first.
In the first half, we saw a couple lead changes at the beginning of the game. We saw Sacramento getting lead several times and taking points away, making a lot of multi-point jams, a lot of multi-pass jams. We did see a lot less leads from Cherry and a lot less of those multi-pass jams when lead was gotten by Cherry. We saw jammer penalties here and there, but Cherry City's only got about 4 penalties, jammer penalties, versus Sacramento's 6 jammer penalties. We're looking at overall penalties. We've got 2 Cherry City folks in danger of fouling out.
One has
got 5, one has got
has
6.
Yeah, 5 and 6. Total, Cherry City has received 21 penalties in the first half, and Sacramento 14. So we are going into the half with 92 points for Sacramento and Cherry City at 66.
Everyone's kind of starting to reset, kind of starting to find their spacing and stuff. Now's a great time to remind you that we really appreciate our EMTs. We love you, EMTs.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate you.
All of our EMTs for being here and being present and aware throughout this tournament.
Throughout this tournament, keeping us safe.
And yeah, just under a minute to go in Jam 15. If you are planning your Sunday fun day, either here in-house or at home, we still have, let's see here, 2 more games after this at 4 p.m. It's going to be Nuclear versus Angel City, and then a 6 p.m. Arizona Roller Derby up against Baja. So those are going to be fantastic games to watch. So keep on the live stream or keep in the seats here. Lots of things to check out in between with all of our fabulous merchandise and vendors.
Who's here?
Including Green Irish Moon, Miss Psychic Reader, Pretty Girls Bakery, De La Luz Vintage, Oh My Quad, Affirming Youth Therapy, Braven Bar, and many, many more.
I see Baja merch still over in the corner. Go check them out.
Absolutely.
Hi, Baja. Oh, timeout called almost right off the bat.
And it is official timeout.
It is official timeout. Looks like the scoreboard hasn't been updated.
Yeah, just take a moment.
Yet. There we go. It starts. Yeah, we're still getting situated for from the first half. It's all good. That was a good time to tell you about our event sponsor, Sisu. Engineered for elite athletes, Sisu mouthguards offer unmatched protection and comfort with innovative features that keep you focused on your game. Get the best in mouth protection. That's Sisu.
Currently, it does appear that both teams will be starting with 1 blocker apiece in the Lookout Publications penalty box.
All right, that's a good place to start. No Brick Road Coffee Power Jam off the bat.
No Power Jam, just the blockers.
Just the blockers. It's a 3-on-3 instead of a 4-on-4. There's that rolling whistle that tells us the next whistle will start the jam. Looked like we were going to get a pivot line start to spice things up, but not true. We've got Slade Marion jamming for Cherry City and Swifty in blue for Sacramento. And Swifty was swift and got out of the pack.
Slade Marion sliding through, but is recycled back. Looking to make it out on initial. Rhodes Warrior waiting for Slade right at the back. Meanwhile, Swifty does get recycled back as Slade Marion makes it through on initial. Swifty on a scoring point, 4 points on the board for Sacramento.
And the call off from Sacramento Swifty. Very quick first jam of the game, or of the half. But it did empty out that Lookout Publications penalty box almost. We still have one Cherry City blocker in
We're
the
just
penalty.
flipping them in.
We're just
take one in, take one out.
Yep.
And Jam 2, Allison on the line for Sacramento up against Poison Grace. Allison quickly off the Night Owl Jam line and with lead jammer status. Poison Grace out of the pack as well.
Allison giving direction to the pack to say what needs to be done. Allison with the call off after putting up 2 points for Sacramento, bringing the total to 98 to Cherry City's 66.
.28 minutes and 20 seconds on the game clock as we go into Jam 3.
Cleared the floor. Lemony Stitches takes lead jammer for Cherry City.
Forecloser jamming for Sacramento.
Yes, that is forecloser jamming. I know our scoreboard says Swifty, but it is forecloser. Forecloser clear on the initials. Lemony Stitches cycling to the rear of the pack, getting told from the sideline to call it, and does.
Going into Jam 4, we have Merle Hazard on the line for Sacramento up against Noodly Soup for Cherry City.
Noodly Soup says, soup for my family, takes lead jammer.
All the soup for me. Merle Hazard looking to make it out on initial as Noodly Soup re-enters the pack. Soup for you, and soup for you, and soup for you.
4 points for Soup.
Cinder Blocker giving Noodly Soup a bit of a send-off there. Cinder is marked absent on my attendance list, but I'm going to go ahead and mark her present.
Yeah.
Cinder is here.
Noodly Soup pushing hard on that tripod at the front of the pack, including a few blockers like Mo Dirt.
And this is a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam in favor of Cherry City. So Cherry City has the Power Jam, Cherry City has the lead, and Cherry City has the power to call it off.
And there it was with 3 more points on the board for Cherry City, bringing the grand total to 7 for the Jam. 75 points on the board total for Cherry City, 98 to Sacramento with no points in that Jam. This will be a Brick Road Coffee Power start on that Night Owl Jam line.
Merle Hazard starting this jam in the penalty box up against Ragnaroxy. Ragnaroxy on the track for Cherry City. Skaters digging in just past the pivot line as a rush of Cherry City blockers help Ragnaroxy get through with lead jammer status. Flossie holding the top of the pack. The Brick Road Coffee Power Jam officially at an end. Directional being sent to Jelly as Ragnaroxy gets through with 4 points on the board. An official start pass now to Rhodes Warrior for Sacramento.
Rhodes Warrior now jammer of note for Sac.
Ragnaroxy blamming through Khan. And Rose Villain at the top of the pack decides to call it off, but not before getting 3 additional points. 7 points awarded in total to Cherry City, 1 point, courtesy of Rhodes Warrior to Sacramento.
We got some Rhodes fans in the chat. Rhodes Warrior, let's go Rhodes Jam! So yeah, getting some love there in the chat there, Rhodes Warrior. We got Forecloser I see on the line for Sacramento. Lining up for Cherry City is Lemony Stitches on that Night Owl Jam line. Lemony Stitches is out in front and takes lead jammer.
Lemon slicing through the pack. Forecloser out on initial.
Lemony Stitches with the zesty apex jump.
Very zesty.
The pack speeding up as Forecloser reaches the back of the pack, and the call off from Lemony Stitches prevents any more scoring for Sacramento. 4 points up for Lemony Stitches for Cherry City in that jam.
Some mini love for Mini Mart. We got Go Mini, I love my girl. Going into Jam 7. Swifty back on the line for Sacramento up against Slade Marion on that Night Owl Jam line. Swifty getting recycled back there by Rosie McCobb. And lead jammer status does go to Swifty. Swifty entering the pack. Slade Marion still making it out on initial. Rosie McCobb holding Swifty at bay at the top of the pack, working there with Mini Mart. Rhodes Warrior providing that assistance for Swifty to get through. 4 points awarded for Swifty. Well, and for Sacramento rather, courtesy of Swifty, bringing Sacramento over the century mark, 103 to 86.
Lining up on that Night Owl Jam line, we've got Sacramento jammer, I believe that is, oh, never mind, I have to believe it's Allison, and Poison Grace for Cherry City.
Allison doing a bit of a jammer recycle, gaining some speed, being met by Alley Cat at the top of the pack. Alley Cat knocking Allison. It's Alley versus Alley here. Myth America providing some assistance for Allison as Poison Grace takes lead jammer status. Allison putting some speed on those wheels. Poison Grace re-entering the pack for a scoring pass.
Poison Grace trying to power through that fourth whistle. Let's see if it worked out for it. Did not work out in the favor.
It did work out in favor of Poison Grace.
It did work out in favor of Poison Grace. Poison Grace did put up all 4 points.
We have some more fan favorites in here. Yes, Swifty, beautiful. That's my lemon. Amazing offense today from Rhodes. Rhodes for MVP. Lots of hearts. And we love the Alleys. Alley Cat, Alley Sun.
Yep.
Official review. Run, Mecca, run. Mecca is flying down to the track to let us know what's happening in this official review. In the meantime, we're going to let you know about these event sponsors. 2026. A Cactus Cup is brought to you by Roller Rag Magazine. Roller Rag is a community-sourced roller skating magazine created by skaters, artists, writers, and photographers from around the world. Each issue brings together diverse voices, experiences, and styles from rinks to parks, derby tracks to streets. Check out Roller Rag Magazine.
So, another one to check out is Derby Girl Designs. Derby Girl Designs began the same way most great skate stories do, on skates. A lifelong roller skater who's always believed that skating is more than just a sport, it's community, identity, freedom, and a place where people of all ages and backgrounds feel at home. Visit derpygirldesigns.com and save 15% with the coupon code Cactus Cup.
Cactus Cup. Love me a good discount.
Lovely. 15% for an independent business is actually quite a lot. So cutting into your margin for any reason, thank you so much to Derby Girl Designs and others that are offering discounts this weekend.
Changing Hands Bookstore operates as a community-focused independent hub in Arizona since 1974, aiming to connect people through books, ideas, and events while fostering a welcoming, socially responsible space. Thank you so much to Changing Hands Bookstore for being a 2026 Cactus Cup event sponsor.
So I'm going to tell you about LMNT, Element, an electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing you don't. Stay salty, my friends. Element drink mix.
Chi 7777777 is asking if there's a story as to why Morg wears those pants, wears those business slacks. I would love to know too, because it seems like our stars cross a lot. I announce quite a bit for Sacramento, especially in this tournament. So I'd love to know what's the story behind those business pants.
Speaking of Morg, that's Morg on the line for Sacramento. Noodly Soup jamming for Cherry City. Noodly Soup taking lead jammer. Those business slacks not doing any quick. Oh, there. Never mind. Just as I said it, those business slacks are doing them some good.
Mobile Morg is open for business. Noodly Soup, though, shutting it down, gaining 3 points for Cherry City. Score is now 103-93. 10 points. 10. Count them. You got the fingers.
I got
10.
the fingers. I got toes
10
too.
points
All
now
right.
are between these two teams.
So that official review was Cherry City requesting a back block call on the Sacramento Jammer. The no call will stand, and the review is not retained. Thank you, Mecca, for the run on that one.
Thank you, Mecca.
Ragnar Roxy jamming for Cherry City, Swifty for Sacramento, and it's Swifty out first.
Ragnar Roxy out on initial. Pack picking up speed around corner 2. Track cut being assessed there by 618. That is Mo Dirt. Mo Dirt going to the penalty box.
Speaking of the Lookout Publications penalty box, Swifty's headed there right now. So that leaves us with a Brick Road, Coffee, Power Jam, and a 2-minute jam on Ragnar Roxy.
Ragnar Roxy looking to shore up that score a bit. Score is currently 103-97 in favor of Sacramento. A few more laps, and we may see, well, we may see.
Mini Mart also taking a seat in the Lookout Publications penalty box. That Cherry City blocker picked up didn't see the hand signal on that one. I'm not going to lie to you.
A penalty.
A penalty. He did something wrong.
Ragnar Roxy re-entering the pack. 3 points currently. Oh.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Now 7 points.
7 points now separate these teams because Swifty is back with vengeance. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem for Cherry City. It's me, says Swifty.
Very nice. Swifty through the pack for 4 more points, widening that very small lead.
Eight points so far for Swifty in this full 2-minute jam. 17 seconds as I speak. 7 points currently to Cherry City.
Whistles raining down. Someone's headed to the penalty box
track cut to Mini Mart.
Mini Mart. Bump, bump.
Plugging it into the Lookout Publications penalty box. And that, my friends, is the end of a full 2-minute jam. Let's take a moment and see what's happened here. 12 points awarded to Sacramento, 9 points to Cherry City. The score is now 115-102 in favor of Sac. And the chat is blowing up about reasons as to why Mobile Morg wears those slacks. I love it. It's almost, it's just.
It's lore.
It's so great.
It's wonderful. One day Mobile Morg will have to tell us why they wear those slacks.
Allison on the Lookout Owl jam line for Sacramento up against Lemony Stitches for Cherry City. And a track cut being assessed to Rosie McCobb sitting in the penalty box. Allie's son out, but Lemony Stitches with lead.
Lemony Stitches at the wall calling off the jam before potentially scoring for Sac. And indeed, no score for Sac on that pass. 2 points for Lemony Stitches.
You.
2 points for Lemony Stitches.
16 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second half of this game as we go into Jam 12. 10 points once again between these two teams.
Thank you, Sparta Fish 815. Fun fact, Morg's gear bag is a vintage bowling bag.
Oh my goodness, we're going to find all about Morg in this game.
I love this.
Fort Closer on the Night Owl Jam line and with lead jammer status for Sacramento up against Slade Marion on Cherry City. Slade out of the pack for initial.
Fort Closer through rear hips first and calling off the jam after putting up 4 points for Sacramento.
Slowly sending that ship back out to sea for Sacramento.
That's right.
Apparently that bag was from their great grandma, and Morg also wears button-up shirts during scrimmages.
Wow.
Keep it classy.
Keep it classy.
Keep it classy, Sacramento. Ali Sun back on the Night Owl Jam line up against Poison Grace. Ali Sun with that lead for Sac.
Sacramento picking up lead twice in a row. Ouch. Okay, big hit in the rear of the pack. Everyone seems to be getting back up, though.
Oh, and this is going to be a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam in favor of Sacramento. Poison Grace in the box. Allison with all the power. I got the power. The lead, the speed, and the points. 4 points so far on the board for Sacramento.
Sacramento coming back around, looking for 4 more points. Allison telling her blockers, speed up the pack.
Dixie Norma is working at the top of the pack there to keep things spicy. Moving through, though, Allison gains 4 additional points for Sacramento. And Poison Grace back from the Lookout Publications penalty box being met at the back of the pack by Red and Jelly. And Rose Villain.
Yep, Rose Villain. Allison cycling back to the back of the pack, still has the power. No, doesn't have the power, but does have the power to call off the jam if Allison so chooses, or the bench so chooses. Allison finding the way through on the inside line, just a graceful little step. Okay, I'm going to call it off, and there it is. Picked up 11 points on that whole jam for Sacramento. Cherry City held scoreless.
And just like that, the score difference is 25 points.
Blinken, you missed it.
Blinken, I missed it.
Yeah, 25 points, just like that. Bam.
Oh, those hand signals had me blinking.
Sorry.
I was like, what did I miss?
There's a reason I was never a ref. My hands do what they want to do.
130 to 105 in favor of Sacramento. Swifty and Noodly Soup back on the Night Owl Jam line. And Noodly Soup with lead jammer status.
Oof. Noodly Soup coming through looking for points. Swifty still stuck in the pack.
Not for long.
Swifty with 1 to beat, and there it goes. Swifty clear on the initial. Noodly Soup cycling back behind the Sacramento block line.
Swifty saying, skit, scat, alley cat. I need to get out of here.
The call-off came from Noodly Soup. 2 points up for Cherry City.
3 points for Cherry City.
Oh. I read the fingers all
You're
wrong.
all good. 130 to 108 in favor of Sac as we go into Jam 15. 13 minutes left in this game.
I see Forecloser on the Night Owl Jam line. I believe that is Ragnaroxy. Yes, it's Ragnaroxy for Cherry City.
Up against Forecloser. We are inching through, and Ragnaroxy out. Forecloser closely behind.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be a little foot race to the rear of the pack. We're going to see how this works out. Little love tap there from Forecloser on Ragnaroxy.
And a spin and recycle back. Sacramento defending their points here. Forecloser getting a bit sneaky tiki.
Oh goodness.
Forecloser getting through. Yeah, that was pretty sneaky.
That was slick for Forecloser. Did not net any points, but it was very impressive.
Well, when you're in the lead like that, you know, all you have to lose is the lead. 11 minutes and 57 seconds left on the jam clock. Jam 16 is underway. The chat is getting very cannibalistic in here, saying, "Eat the baby."
That's how you eat the baby.
Allison on the line up against Lemony Stitches, but not for long. Both jammers out of the pack. Allison attempting to hit Lemony Stitches out. However, Lemony Stitches loops around and gets in front. Allison with the lead. Calls off Lemony with the speed. No points awarded.
That's 2 jams held scoreless for both teams. No points for the last 2 jams. It's just been
vibes.
Yeah, we're skating on vibes here.
Let me show you all my cool derby tricks.
Was a pretty cool trick there by Foreclosure, though, I will say.
Spartacus saying, Foreclosure said, I'm going to need you to sign on the line. Do you have a timeout, team timeout for Sacramento on the clock?
Now's a great time to tell you about our penalty box sponsor, Lookout Publications. Lookout delivers fearless journalism and community events with the unified purpose to improve and expand LGBTQ+ representation on the local news stage while strengthening and engaging LGBTQ+ communities and their allies in the queer experience.
Affirming You Therapy is dedicated to providing compassionate, trauma-informed mental health care to diverse genders, sexualities, cultures, and neurotypes. Their mission is to create a safe, inclusive, and affirming space where every client feels understood, respected, and empowered to heal and thrive. Please check out Affirming You Therapy.
Don't forget to check us out at Night Owl, our official Jammer Line sponsor, but also our official after-party hotspot after the championship game tonight. Come for the pizza, stay for the fun at Night Owl Pizza and Drinks.
The chat is giving some AV love now. I feel like I have a front row seat to these games. Thanks for live streaming, AZ. They're also talking about the difference between eating the baby on the track and the king baby in Mardi Gras cake. Meanwhile, Swifty and Slade Marion are looking to play some derby as we go into Jam 17. Swifty out with, oh no.
Swifty not declared lead. Swifty headed to the box for a multiplayer box. Going to take a seat in that Lookout Publications penalty box. Lead jammer goes to Slade Marion.
Power Jam in favor of Cherry City.
This Power Jam brought to you by Brick Road Coffee.
Slade Marion sweeping around Cherry City's blockers, attempting to slide through on the inside and does so successfully, gaining 3 points for Cherry City.
Slade Marion with the call off, freezing Swifty in the box.
This will be a power start for Cherry City as we go into Jam 18.
Godzilla 96 said, nice, Rose Villain, great catch.
130 to 111 as we go into Jam 18. We do have another team, or timeout rather, on the track. It is a team timeout in favor of Cherry City.
Quick word from our sponsor, Brick Road Coffee. Brick Road was built to be a welcoming space where everyone can show up exactly as they are and feel like they belong. From drag brunches and community meetups to chill working, co-working, and comfy creative space, Brick Road is home base for connection, kindness, community, and serving great coffee, building community brick by brick. And let me tell you, that coffee, really good.
I had the pleasure of going there this morning and can confirm an amazing space. Wonderful staff, amazing vibes all around. And also, it took me a bit to realize that the Brick Road kind of vibe was based off of, you know, Dorothy and Friends.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Over the Rainbow. It's great.
It's great.
Check it out.
I only picked that up because they're in their logo, there's a flying monkey.
I have heard of it. Chat is saying when Cinder is out there, protect your Diva Cups. The hits are massive. Speaking from personal experience. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Swifty on the Night Owl Jam line up against Lemony Stitches as we go into Jam 18. Lemony with that lead.
Just like that, Brick Road Coffee Power Jam over. Swifty back on the track. Clear on the initial, looking for points. Someone's headed to the penalty box. That is, oh, they've got me flipped off. That is Cinder Blocker headed to the Lookout Publications penalty box for a multiplayer.
Dick's Enormous providing Lemony with some offense right at the end there, gaining 4 points for Cherry City. Now they're only 15 points between each other, and we still have 9 minutes in the game.
Oh, my nerves can't take
my
this.
gourds.
Oh my goodness. My gabbers are flaccid.
Allison and Poison Grace on the Jamal night line, but not for long. Poison Grace with the lead. Allison gaining speed.
Let's see how this happens. Poison Grace right into the back of the pack, calling it off from the floor. Swifty also powering through, knowing it's
That's
coming.
Allison.
Allison, my bad. 2 points went up for Cherry City, waiting for the points, if any, from Sacramento. The jam refs are conferring with those OPRs, seeing what they saw.
Special love and shout outs to all of our officials on and off skates.
We've got an official timeout on the floor.
Do adore you.
We do adore our officials. Thank you so much for being here and keeping things on track.
This is an exciting game. Thank you. Thank you, chat, for confirming. I'm so excited to be announcing this as my final game for this tournament. It is a great game to end on. I am going to be ending with all the vibes. But don't let this be your final game, because there are still 2 more games after this one to watch. Great derby to be had. Our next game is at 4 p.m. and then after that at 6 p.m.
5 seconds back to the action. Lined up on that Night Owl jam line, we've got Merle Hazard versus Noodly Soup. We've seen this pairing once before, at least.
At least.
I see Merle Hazard juking and jiving at the front of the pack.
Merle plowing through. And oh, we are going to get, I believe, is that back block or a high block there going to Merle?
That's a high block.
That is a high block.
So
this makes it a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam for Cherry City. Noodly Soup out with lead and knowing exactly what to do with it.
Merle Hazard's got 30 seconds to think about what she's done, while Noodly Soup tries to shore up that point gap.
Cinder Blocker getting a forearm assessed, going to the Lookout Publications penalty box. Noodly Soup calling it off, but not before gaining some points for Cherry City. It does look like it's going to be 4 points at this time. Score is 131 to 122.
That's 9 points, I'm told by our
Fantastic
awesome
producer
Mecca.
Yeah, Mecca doing that quick math there. Mecca math.
That sounds like a kaiju.
Woo! Ragnar Roxy through for the lead for Cherry City. Merle Hazard jamming for Sacramento. Merle out on initial. Ragnar Roxy sliding through on a scoring pass, but Allison saying no thank you. Rose Warrior keeping eyes on Ragnar.
Hazard going down to the outside line, has come into the pack on a scoring pass.
Allison giving Ragnar Roxy a bit of a send-off there, but Ragnar picking up 4 points.
Tiny Tank was the one on the send-off on Merle Hazard on that block. 4 points go up from Merle Hazard, however. We've got a call off there from Ragnar Roxy. High fives on the track.
Yeah, high fives to Cinder Blocker there. Roxy calling it off.
One final point there goes up for Ragnar Roxy. So that's 5 points for Cherry City, 4 points for Sacramento.
6 points.
6 points as I speak. 128 to 135 in favor of the team in blue.
Going into Jam 22 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the game clock.
B2000 1987 says, love from Oregon. We love Oregon down here too.
Forecloser on the Night Owl Jam line for Sacramento up against Lemony Stitches. Both of these jammers have proven that they are fast to get lead, and this time it is for Foreclosure. Lemony Stitches out on initial.
Going backwards. You have to say she was going backwards faster than I could skate forwards. Forecloser kind of taking a little breather, waiting for Lemony Stitches to catch up so she can do those lovely Jammer v Jammer love taps before calling off the jam.
Foreclosure attempting to give that signature foreclosing move. However, Lemony Stitches just slides on by. Not liking the conditions. Foreclosure does call it off. Scoreless jam.
Quick word to Village Dogs. Yeah, that was a crazy whip on the jam line. It was awesome. Thank you so much for pointing that out for us.
Yes, Forrest, someone call the notary.
I don't know, it didn't make it out of underwriting.
Thank you so much for all the love in the chat for the announcers as well. We're having a great time and hope that you are as well.
Absolutely.
Jam 23 is brought to you by Swifty and Slade Marion on the Night Owl Jam line. However, Swifty now with the lead for Sacramento.
Swifty's a quick one, let me tell you. Here they come to the back of the pack once more. Well, give him a second. But there we go.
Slade Marion pushing the pack forward as Swifty comes back in on a scoring pass. Swifty calling it off, but taking 2 points to the bench for Sacramento.
That brings us to a 9-point spread in favor of Sacramento.
My goodness.
So we're still under 10 points differential here, so anything can still happen.
If ever there was a score made out of elastic, it is this game.
Oh my goodness gracious. Timeout for Sacramento. It's a great time to tell you about our sponsor, Root Chicks. Root Chicks is roller derby clothing for the whole family. All skate and no hate since 2008 because they're great.
They are great. We're just going to keep adding it.
That's right.
Time to officiate.
That's right.
It is a team timeout.
All these
Sacramento.
reps are kind of fate.
Sacramento using their final team timeout in the second half. 3 minutes and 35 seconds on the game clock.
My goodness, and what a game it has been.
Oh, what a game. Let's see. Somebody is without fingernails. It's Burnsy. I'm going to run out of fingernails with this game.
Someone said Lemony can do a Beelman. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Whatever it is, I'm not surprised that Lemony can, because Lemony's shown us that
Lemony's showing some talent.
Everything.
Lemony's showing some talent. Someone says we need a Care Bear scare that's Sparta
from
Fish.
Talls.
Oh, a Care Bear stare from Talls specifically.
Yeah.
That's Sparta Fish 815. On that Night Owl Jam line, we've got Foreclosure versus Lemony Stitches. I've got Deja Vu.
Foreclosure does have that lead for Sacramento. Lemony Stitches getting out on initial.
And the pack is speeding up. Looks like we're playing USARS for a minute there. Foreclosure going, speed up, go, 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 telling her blockers to get to the front. Cherry City controlling the speed of the pack with that one Sacramento blocker in the front. And the call off from Foreclosure. This jam is scoreless.
We have considerations coming into the chat for the MVPs for this game. Thank you so much for your considerations. We will consider it as well. And just to let you know, we are trying to spread the love out here at the Cactus Cup tournament. So if your favorite MVP has already received the official sticker for MVPs, they will not be considered for this game.
Yes.
Allison up against Poison Grace on the Night Owl Jam line. And oh, Allison with a track cut, making this another Brick Road Coffee Power Jam in favor of Cherry City.
That Lookout Publications penalty box looking mighty inviting to Allison. Lead jammer goes to Poison Grace. Poison Grace into the rear of the pack, looking to find some space and some O from her friends.
And that Poison Grace gets from Alley Cat. Bit of a send-off there by Mo Dirt. Mo Dirt taking a penalty to the Lookout Publications penalty box.
That's 5 for Mo Dirt. 5 for Mo Dirt. 6 for Mo Dirt. I can count. The call off there by Poison Grace will put us within 3 points of Sacramento's score for Cherry City.
Just a little closer.
Oh my goodness.
137 to 134 in favor of Sac as we head into Jam 26.
Anybody not holding on to the edge of their seat?
1 minute and 24 seconds left in the game clock.
With Lemony Stitches on the line Brought to you by Night Owl. Night Owl, our after party hotspot. Lemony Stitches comes around quick.
And this is a power jam in favor of Cherry City. Lemony Stitches now on a scoring pass as Allison, fresh from the box, gets through on initial. Noodly soup, Noodly soup.
My bad. I admit I messed that up. I saw the 3 and thought it was Lemony.
That's all right. Noodly soup getting 1 point and calling it off.
1 point and calling it off.
I am getting closer. 2
points.
We are now 1 point away from each other in this game.
Oh my goodness.
Are you not entertained, people? Come on. Sacramento versus Cherry City, 137 to 136. 35 seconds left on the game clock.
You just bounced everything on the announcer table, and I love it.
It's shaking.
It's shaking.
Forecloser up against Lemony Stitches in Jam 27.
And I believe this might be the last jam. Yes, this will be the last jam of the game.
Multiplayer being assessed there to 29. We have
Forecloser is leading.
Forecloser out with the lead. Whistles flying.
Whistles being everywhere. We got people headed to Lookout Publications. Forecloser just holding
Forecloser
Lemony.
putting the brakes on in front of Lemony.
We are on jam time, folks, and that's the call out from Lemony
Oh
Stitches.
my goodness.
Just 1 point spread here. Sacramento unofficial score 137 to Cherry City's 136. Let's hold on to our pants.
It is unofficial until we hear that whistle.
It is unofficial. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna need to come down from this game before I call the next one.
Fortunately for me, I am free to watch it, and if you are watching on the stream, stay tuned because we do have 2 more fantastic games.
Jessamine Kilowatts, yes, oh my God, we are screaming.
That a whistle makes it official.
137 to 136 in favor of SAC. Stay tuned for our MVPs. In the meantime, don't forget to come